Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging into something, well, it might seem a bit niche at first. Screenwriting stuff.
Yeah, but the principles, they go way beyond Hollywood.
Exactly. We're talking about how stories get built, how you can spot the key pieces quickly, and really how to make your own ideas stronger, clearer, right from the start.
We're focusing on this surprisingly powerful tool, the Logline. People often think it's just a marketing thing, a little blurb.
Right, like a tagline almost?
Sort of, but it's so much more. It's honestly a secret weapon for developing a strong narrative. Or, even just getting a handle on a complex idea you're working with.
And our sources for this, especially the Screenwriter's Guide to Strong Loglines, they don't just tell us what a logline is.
No, they really dig into why it works, why it's like this early warning system.
An early warning system. I like that. It forces you to be really clear, maybe even ruthless, doesn't it?
Totally. It can show you the flaws in your idea before you pour like hundreds of hours into it.
Building on shaky ground. Nobody wants that.
Exactly. So our mission today is basically to unpack how this one little sentence, this super concise thing, can clarify your ideas and, well, give them a solid foundation.
Okay, let's do it. So first things first, what is a logline, really?
Okay, simplest terms. Well, it's a very short synopsis, usually just one sentence, maybe two.
And it captures the spine of the story.
Yeah, the spine, the core dramatic through line of a screenplay. It tells you what the movie is really about.
It's like the story's DNA boiled down.
That's a good way to put it. There's a great quote from story analyst Christopher. He says, "A logline conveys the dramatic story of a screenplay in the most abbreviated manner possible."
Abbreviated, okay.
It presents the major through line without character intricacies and subplots. It is the story boiled down to its base.
Boiled down to its base. Love that. No fluff.
Precisely. But here's the kicker, the bit that's often missed. This is the real aha moment for a lot of people.
Okay.
A logline isn't just for pitching. It's not just a sales tool. Our sources really hammer this home. Okay. It's one of the most useful story development tools you can use for yourself.
Oh, okay. So it's not just for selling it, it's for building it first.
Yeah.
That kind of flips the common perception, doesn't it?
Completely. It helps you figure out if your story idea even has, a strong enough foundation to support a whole screenplay or a novel or whatever.
But wait, is there a danger there?
Yeah.
Like focusing too much on this structure early on, could it, kill the creative vibe?
That's a fair question. But when you're using it as a development tool, the aim isn't really perfection or cleverness right away.
Okay.
It's about clarity. Pure, simple clarity. You're checking the foundations.
Right, like checking the blueprints before you start building the house.
Exactly. And for that, you need to know the essential ingredients. The process is start with the core bits, then shape them. Clarity first, cleverness later.
Got it. Clarity over cleverness. Makes sense. So what are these core bits, these essential ingredients?
You need 4 things. Bare minimum. A character. A goal for that character. An antagonistic force. The main obstacle or conflict driver.
Right, the opposition.
And stakes. What happens if they fail?
Character, goal, antagonist, stakes. Got it.
That's the foundation. You can definitely add more context later if it helps, like maybe the unique world or how the character plans to achieve the goal.
Sure, like genre details or something.
Yeah, but those 4, they're non-negotiable for a solid core.
Okay, let's make this concrete. An example.
Perfect. Let's use The Ring. The sources give this logline. A single mom has 7 days to solve the mystery of a cursed videotape before the curse reaches full effect and kills her too.
Okay, classic horror setup. Let's break that down.
Easy peasy, character.
A single mom.
Goal.
Solve the mystery of the tape.
Antagonistic force.
A killer curse.
Yep. And the stakes. Pretty high.
Her life. Yeah. Doesn't get much higher. So,
yeah.
Okay, it's not maybe the most poetic sentence ever written.
Right. It's functional.
But wow, you instantly get it. Who's involved, what they need to do, what's stopping them, and what happens if they don't succeed. Character, goal, antagonist, stakes. Bam.
Exactly. It nails the core. And this shows why it's such a good diagnostic tool.
How so?
Well, if you try to write your logline and you find you're missing one of those pieces...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh. It probably means your story is missing that piece. There's a hole somewhere.
And you mentioned the goal is often a weak spot.
It's a really common one. A goal might sound dramatic on paper, but then you realize it doesn't actually provide enough fuel to run a whole movie engine.
Right. You need something that takes time, effort.
Yeah.
Something that drives the whole narrative, not just like one scene.
Exactly. A strong screenplay goal should take up most of the film's running time to achieve. It needs effort, strategy, probably multiple attempts, failures.
Okay, so what kind of goals fall short? What are the red flags?
Well, the sources point to certain verbs to watch out for. Verbs describing things that happen too quickly or are too internal.
Like what?
Think about verbs like decide, choose, discover, realize.
Okay. I see. They sound active, but...
But they often happen in a moment, an internal shift. How many scenes can you actually write about someone realizing something? The realization is important, sure, but the actions that follow are the story.
Okay, that makes total sense. So what kind of verbs should we aim for?
You want verbs that imply a process, something that inherently invites opposition, challenges, setbacks, effort.
Right. Verbs that promise action we can see.
Exactly, like investigate, rescue, escape, win over, prove, take down.
Okay. Those feel much more active, more external. You can picture scenes around those.
Totally. They suggest a journey, a struggle over time. They give you space for multiple scenes, sequences, the meat of the story.
Right. So once you've got your logline drafted, with hopefully a strong active goal, how do you test it? How do you use it to diagnose those potential weaknesses?
This is where it gets really practical. You basically put your logline and, by extension, your story idea through a stress test.
Okay, like interrogating it.
Kind of. You ask yourself some key questions. First, what does pursuing this goal actually look like on screen? Can you picture it?
Can I imagine specific scenes?
Exactly. Can you brainstorm, say, 5 or 6 distinct scenes or sequences that show the character actively trying to achieve this goal?
And crucially, I guess, is this goal something that could just be wrapped up quickly in a single scene?
That's a big one. If the answer is yes, your goal probably isn't big enough to carry a feature film. It might be an objective within a scene, but not the main driving force.
So you need multiple steps, stages.
Yeah. Does the goal naturally break down into smaller challenges or phases? And importantly, are there different types of actions the character might take?
Different types. Why is that important?
Variety. If all the actions are basically the same thing over and over,
it's boring fast.
Right. It suggests the core conflict might be a bit thin. If the character has to try different tactics, maybe some physical, some mental, some involving other people, that usually means a richer story.
Okay, let's use another example. Die Hard. That's always a good one.
Perfect example. John McClane's goal. Save the hostages from the terrorists. Simple, clear, active.
Definitely active.
Yeah.
So applying those test questions.
Yeah.
What does that look like on screen? Can you imagine scenes?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just think about the second act, that big middle chunk.
Right.
That one goal leads to so many different actions. Trying to figure out who the terrorists are, locating where the hostages are held.
Evading the bad guys, fighting them sometimes.
Trying to signal for help outside, right? Talking on the radio.
Creating diversions, setting off fire alarms.
Disarming bombs, dealing with traps. I mean, the variety is huge.
Yeah, okay. It's not just shoot the bad guys over and over. There's a whole range of activities driven by that one core goal.
Exactly. And just the fact that you can easily brainstorm that variety of actions, that's a really strong indicator that the story concept has legs. It has the complexity and the momentum needed.
So bringing this all together then, the big takeaway is that a really good log line, it's not just like a summary you write at the end.
Not at all. It's a foundational blueprint. It actually helps you build a solid story from the ground up.
And focusing on that clarity, that activity, the difficulty of the goal in the log line.
Leads to a screenplay or a novel or whatever you're building that's usually, honestly, easier to write and definitely more satisfying for an audience to experience.
Because the engine is strong from the start.
Precisely. And this whole idea, it connects to something broader, doesn't it, for anyone listening?
How so?
Just that taking that little bit of extra time up front to really define the absolute core of a complex idea.
Whether it's a story or a business project or
even a personal goal, it can save you so much wasted effort, so much wheel spinning later on.
It's that upfront clarity investment. Like you said, check in the blueprints.
Planning the road trip before just jumping in the car.
Right. Okay, so here's a final thought to leave everyone with, something to maybe chew on. How might trying to write the log line for your next big challenge, maybe a project at work, maybe something personal you want to achieve, how might that little exercise illuminate its true complexity?
And maybe, just maybe, help guide your path forward.
Exactly. You might be surprised what that forced clarity reveals about what you're really trying to do.